In this video, I'll share with you the exact diet that allowed me to make multiple six figures by the time I turned 21 years old. And the reason why I say that this diet allowed me to do that is because without this diet, without this way of eating, I wouldn't have been able to achieve the results that I've achieved. I'm very sure about this because the person I was before versus the person I became after starting to eat this way, two completely different versions of myself. And I know that if you're watching this right now, if you don't eat this way, if you don't have these different principles I walk you through in this video in place, your ability to think clearly, your ability to make money and be able to have a clear mind to make a lot of money in your life is going to be hindered a lot, you know. So you need to fix this stuff. And if you just do this stuff alone, I'm going to tell you about in this video, I promise you'll make way more money by just implementing this stuff. And it's not about some specific business model. I'm not gonna like pitch you on doing anything like specific in terms of making money from anything that I'm doing or anything like that. It's about like a way of making yourself and increasing your ability to focus, increasing your energy levels, and increasing your just overall mental clarity. Because most people out there, the reason why most people fail in business, the reason why I was stuck and like was broke for a long time, was because I could not focus on anything. You know, I was super scattered all the time. I'll be working for a couple hours and I'll be just like jumping from thing to thing to thing. I'll be picking up my phone. I will go down and eat. I would just be like distracted all the freaking time. Even when I was on a sales call with someone and trying to make money, my mind was so distracted. I had no mental clarity. I was just constant brain fog. So I couldn't even focus on the words people were saying. So like you might think that like, yeah, I just need to find a perfect business model. I can tell you that that's not true, you know, because if you don't have this stuff I'm gonna tell you about, figure out, it doesn't matter what type of business model you get into. You know, you could do trading, you could do remote sales, you can do drop shipping, whatever it is. If you don't have your mind and like you don't have mental clarity, nothing that you do is gonna work out. That's what this is so important, you know. And that's also why I'm telling you that this diet is exactly what allowed me to make this money, you know. And basically what it is understanding that number one, when you're eating carbs, when you're eating carbohydrates, that is the number one thing that's gonna make it's gonna give you brain fog, especially if you eat the wrong type of carbohydrates, you know. Because if you eat carbs, that is the thing that actually makes you hungry, you know. When you eat carbs, you get hungry. If you try to remove carbs from your diet and implement what I'm gonna tell you about in a second, you will notice that you're not gonna get as hungry anymore. You're not gonna really feel hungry at all if you eat a diet with primarily like meat, eggs, and then a high quality, it's important that it's high quality, source of raw animal fat. If you have those three things, like either meat or eggs, and then plus an animal raw fat source, you will not get hungry anymore. Hunger comes from you eating a shit ton of like pasta or like rice or like oatmeal and things like that. That's what makes you hungry. If you eat, or like candy or sugar and things like that, that's what's gonna make you hungry. If you remove that, you're not gonna get hungry anymore. And that's the first thing, because like hunger is something that like it distracts you a lot, you know, when you feel hungry, and it also makes you like when you eat carbs, you know, you get an energy spike, and then you drop down, and you become very inconsistent, and then also your mind, you get really your mind becomes a bit kind of blurry, you know. I notice that when I eat carbs nowadays, you know, every once in a while I eat some carbs, and I notice instantly that I have less ability to focus. You know, my mind is less clear. It's harder for me to think, and it's like night and day difference. You know, so that's the first thing I want you to do is like really try to remove carbs from your diet. Stop eating carbs and just rely, instead of eating carbs, increase your intake of fats, high quality raw animal fats. If you want to know like exactly what fats I recommend and like how much to eat and things like that, you can, I think the easiest way for you to do it is like DM me on Instagram, and I can give you some more specific tips over there just for free, you know. But that's what's worked for me when it comes to like the like carbs, like removing all carbs. I have some juices and some honey and things like that sometimes, but mostly just fat is where I get my energy from, and it's gonna give you more consistent energy, make you feel better. You're not gonna get cravings at all because you have high fat in your diet. That's the first thing. And the second thing as well, and like when it comes to like overall, is just like optimizing your life, you know, training every single day, being outside, being in the sun, getting sunlight on your skin. Like those small things is like getting outside in the morning, going for a quick walk. That's gonna give you so much more energy compared to if you sit inside, you know. It's getting sun on your skin, it's gonna increase your testosterone, it's gonna increase your energy levels. Everything's gonna feel so much better, and you'll be able to get more done as well. And you can also be more motivated, more inspired to do fun stuff. And we can get into more stuff like meditation and also just like implementing fun in your life and just enjoying and like reducing stress levels. But it's all like, it's a very holistic thing, you know, you need to have all these different things in place. And when I kind of started getting all these different things in place, you know, when I started getting more sun, I started meditating, I started calming down my mind, I started reducing my stress levels, where I noticed that my testosterone levels increased, which made I got more drive to like actually show up, work hard, get stuff done. I started making more money, I started getting in better shape, I was able to build more muscle. Like everything in my life changed with that. And that's how I was able to make these 6 figures per year. Like there's no way that I would be able to start making 6 figures per year at 21 years old if I didn't have these things in place. You know, like how would I be able to sit on a sales call without being too like able to focus on what the person is saying because I wasn't having brain fog? It doesn't work like that way. But when I did this, I'm able to like literally take 6 calls, 7 calls straight back to back every single day without getting tired, because I have consistent energy throughout the entire day. This is literally like, it changed my life eating this way. So that's why I want to like teach it to you and really like implement this stuff. It's gonna, might sound very controversial, it might sound very different from what you heard from other people, but like trust me, I've done this stuff now for the last 2 years and it's changed my life and I'm continuing to do it. And there's really like I haven't seen any like drawbacks to it. It might seem a bit restrictive, that's probably the only like drawback, but you can overcome that by just like having the right type of, if you know like what to eat when you're eating out, if you know how you can like add variety into the diet, things like that. I found a lot of different ways to do that. Again, DM me on Instagram if you want tips on how to do that, and I'll give you some tips there for free because it's hard for me to show you everything in this video. But yeah, that's it for right now. So let me know if this is helpful down in the comments. If you enjoyed this type of content, let me know, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. So make sure you subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys very soon. Over and out from Medellin, Colombia. Good night.